Through my venture, I guide organizations to develop a positive working environment by elevating the happiness quotient of the employees. I think many of you would not have heard about the word happiness quotient. You would have heard about emotional quotient or intelligence quotient, that's IQ, EQ, and there are many other quotient as well. But I majorly deal with happiness quotient, that is how to increase the happiness level of people. So for that, the first thing you have to do is you have to understand how to break free from stress, because stress is an essential part of everybody's life. So if we know how to deal with stress, that will definitely help us to elevate our happiness quotient. So after today's session, I will be sharing a happiness questionnaire which you can fill on your own, and I will also share how to evaluate the result of that happiness questionnaire. So as you can check what is the level of your happiness as of now. So if you want to have that happiness questionnaire, you can share your email ID with me, and I will be sharing the happiness questionnaire with all those who have shared their email IDs either in the comment below, or you can message me your email IDs if you want to get that happiness questionnaire. So there will be a set of some questions and you have to answer those questions. Uh, Everything will be self-explanatory, and at the end of the questionnaire you have to calculate the total score, and then you can evaluate and know what is your current level of happiness. I would recommend all who are attending my FB lives or who are seeing my FB live videos to please fill that happiness questionnaire, so that you should evaluate after every 4 sessions what is your current level of happiness, and let me know if you feel that there is any positive change in your happiness level. I would like to know from you about your experience, about your understanding of this FB Live, and is it helping you and how it is helping you. So, to start with, as usual with my ritual, I will start with a poem. So, today's session is based on understanding what is stress. So, till now, we were discussing more about happiness, and as we all would agree that everyone wants to be happy in their life, whatever goal they have in their life, whether personal or professional. Ultimately, we want to be happy once we achieve those goals. So, to be happy, there is one thing that may bring down your level of happiness, and that is stress. So, if we know how to deal with stress, that will definitely help us to be happier and happier and happier. So, to start with, I will start with a poem. Okay, so this is not self-written poem. I have taken it from Google. It's written by Sally Larkin Green, but I like the wordings of this poem, the lyrics, what you can say. It says, "Let's talk about stress and all it can do, from ailments to headaches when I am feeling blue. The tears start to fall, yet an anger remains. I whine and I grumble, nag and complain. Too many situations that stress me each day. Too many circumstances make me shriek in dismay. Too many people inflaming my rage. Too many curse words to fit on this page. Too few occasions to sit back and relax. Too many moments that fall through the cracks. Too much uncertainty and not enough time. Too many fall downs and not enough climbs." So, this is what we feel when we are in stress. So, this poem was written by Sally Larkin Green, and I hope those who are under stress, they can easily relate to the wordings of this poem. And if you are in stress, there is no harm in acknowledging that you are stressed. Don't hide your stress and don't feel guilty of being under stress. Now, when we say stress, what is stress? Can you just think of what is stress? Stress is an internal response, how we respond to a particular stressor or a stimulus or a trigger. So, stress basically is a response to a particular situation or event or a task or a behavior or a trigger, you can say, or a stimulus. So, how we respond to a particular situation or event when there is a lot of pressure on us. Now, what is pressure? How the pressure is built up? The pressure is built up when there is a difference between the demand from external world, from external environment, and our capability to handle that demand. Or you can say there is an imbalance between demand and supply. In economic terms, we call it imbalance between demand and supply. People are demanding more from you, but you are not able to fulfill their demands, and that may result into a stress, right? There can be a lot of reasons of feeling stressed. The reasons which are responsible for us being stressed are called stressors. Stressors are responsible for generating that stress response in us. Every person is not same, as you all would agree. So there are different stressors for different people, and the same stressor may have different reactions from different people as well, right? Like currently we are living in this COVID era. Do you think that everyone living in this era is stressed? No, not all. There are many people who are not at all afraid of this corona, and there are many people who are still quarantined in their home, though they are not affected by this disease, but still they don't want to go out and they want to protect themselves from this corona. So it again depends from person to person. So if you are watching this FB live and if you are tuned to it, can you please share a hi so that I can know that there is someone who is in tune with what I am saying. Okay, do you think stress is always bad? There are two kinds of stress, and I was surprised when I was doing my research on stress. One is a good stress and one is a bad stress, or we call it the good stress is called EU stress, and the bad stress is called distress, DIS stress. Now, eustress is required to a certain extent to help us to be motivated to do our task. So, for example, when we have to prepare for our examinations, there is a stress, and that stress helps us to improve our productivity, right? So, stress is not always bad. To a certain extent, stress is needed to keep us motivated. So, when I am stressed, it is not necessary that it is going to have a negative effect on my body. But every person has a limit to handle the stress. So you have to decide what is your limit and how much stress you can handle. Each person have his own capability to handle the stress. Good evening. Thank you for joining in. So same situation may give stress to some, but it may not give stress to the other person, right? Say for example, roller coaster rides. When we go to these water parks and all these adventure rides, there are some people, though they seem to be very strong, right, so confident, but the moment we tell that let us go to this adventure ride, roller coaster ride, the fastest ride, they will say no, no, I cannot handle it. They feel stressed with the thought of riding that ride, right? But some people, they enjoy those rides. I even went to Dubai, and there we had the experience of riding that the world's fastest ride in a Ferrari world. And my daughter, who is 12 years old, she really enjoyed that. And though I see many of my friends who are very afraid of these roller coaster rides. So it is not that it is your age or it is your strength that is deciding the level of your stress. It depends upon many factors. It could be your physiology, it could be your biology, it could be your past experiences, it could be your limiting beliefs, which I discussed in last FB Live as well, relating to happiness myths. It could be the mindset, it could be the people around you. There are many factors that affect the level of stress which you can handle. I have two news, good news and bad news. The bad news is that we have to live with stress throughout our life. There is no escape from stress. And the good news is we can definitely develop our capability to deal with stress. But yes, we have to be willing to do so. So I am here through my venture, through my efforts called Break Free from Stress, to help you all to understand how to deal with stress, how to manage stress. When we say stress management is not a part of wellness initiatives. Whenever I go to corporates to offer my BFFS training programs, they generally say that your programs are part of wellness initiatives of our organization. Whereas I always emphasize that stress management is not a part of wellness initiatives, rather, it is an essential life skill which has to be honed by each and every individual on this earth. So please invest your time in understanding how to deal with stress and how to manage the stress in your life. And believe me, it is manageable, but you have to be willing to understand how to do that. And I will definitely like to help you all to know and understand how to manage and deal with stress in your life. Stress cannot be zeroed down from your life. To some extent, stress is required to keep you alive, to keep you moving, to keep you motivated. So don't consider stress to be something that is always negative. Stress can also be positive, and stress can also help you to move ahead. But you have to understand your limits, your capabilities, as to how much stress you are capable to handle, and according to that capability you have to think through how much you can take. Again, I would say that it depends upon the perception of person to person. A same situation can be stressful for one, can be not stressful for the other person. Like I took an example of a adventure ride. Now, how to understand the different perceptions? Okay, I will share this. Can you see this? What is written on this? Now, if I say that can you subtract minus 2 from this number, what will be your answer? It's a very simple question, right? Subtract 2 from this number. So hi those on Insta Live. It's a question for you as well. So you can see this number and you have to subtract 2 from this number. What will be the answer? Okay, the answer is 4, right? Am I right? If you subtract 2 from this number, the answer is 4. Alright. But if you ask me, if I subtract 2 from this number, the answer is 7. It is not 4. Sorry. It is not 4. Subtracting 2 from this number for you, the answer is 4. Subtracting 2 from this number for me, the answer is 7. Why? Why so? Because we both are seeing this number from different positions, right? You are at that end of this number and I am at this end of this number. So my perception as per me is correct and your perception as per you is totally correct. You are seeing it as 6 and I am seeing it as 9. Should I reverse it? Now for me it is 6 and for you it is 9. So the moment you change your position, you are able to understand the perspective of the other person. So, if you feel that a particular situation is stressful for you, you have to understand the situation from a different perspective. You have to change your perspective to understand the situation better. That will help you to reach to the solution. We will discuss on this in our subsequent sessions. I will be touching upon the factors which affect the level of stress of a person, and I will be discussing it in detail. So in today's session, we discussed more about stress. What is stress? Stress is an internal response to an external stimulus or stressor. Every person may have different stressors. If you can identify your stressors easily, note it down and try to see whether there are some stressors which are repeated. If you can easily identify any repeated stressor, that will definitely help you to get rid of that stress related to that stressor. So your stress response can be easily controlled then. And if you want to understand what is your current level of happiness, please share your email ID. I will be sending a happiness questionnaire that will help you to understand your current level of happiness, so that after some sessions you can recheck whether attending these sessions, attending my FB lives have helped you to reduce your level of stress or not. And I would like to know your feedback on that as well. All right. So to end the session, I would like to end this session with a story, right? There was a professor in a college, and he was teaching students about positive psychology. Positive psychology is all about happiness only, where they emphasize more on thinking positive. So the teacher, the professor that day was to speak on a topic of stress. So when he entered the class, he took a glass of water, just like this, okay, in his hand, right? And as you all would think that the next thing the professor would have said was, can you see this glass, whether it is half empty or whether it is half full, right? I think you all know that story. It's half empty or half full. And I will be touching upon that as well in my subsequent sessions. Seeing the glass as half full or half empty, right? It decides your the kind of thoughts you live with. Now the professor did not ask that question. The question was, can anyone tell what is the weight of this glass with water? There were many guesses in the class. Someone said 10 grams, 20 grams, 200 grams, 100 grams, 500 grams, and so on. So after so many answers, professor said, the weight of this glass doesn't matter, but the time I took to hold this glass. If I am holding this glass for 10 seconds, it is okay. But if I hold this glass for 1 minute, my hands may start paining. Now, if I hold it continuously is the word you have to think through. If I hold this glass continuously for at least half an hour, my arm may start paining. If I hold this glass like this for another 1 hour, my entire body may start aching. The more time I spend on holding this glass, the more pain I have to undergo. Now just assume this glass of water to be your stresses, the tensions, the negative thoughts you carry in your mind always. The more time you spend with those negative thoughts, with those stresses, the more you are bound to suffer. So, I would not say that get rid of the stress, but how to manage the stress? You have to keep the glass down for some time. Take a break. And then, when you feel that yes, you are now relieved from that pain, pick it again. Right? So there has to be a break. This is how we manage stress. There are many ways to keep your glass down, to keep your stresses down, to keep your baggages down, which you are continuously carrying. So, continuous pressure is something which can have negative impact on your mental, emotional, and physical health. So, to know how to deal with stress effectively, we will connect in our next FB Live, and I will guide you how to break free from stress. So, till then, keep smiling and take care of yourself. Bye.